Hey guys, John V here from Phone Arena. You're watching our in-depth video review of the Pantech Burst. It's available right now through AT&T for a 2-year contract price of only $50. It's pretty remarkable when you think about that it's packing 4G LTE connectivity. On top of that, you also have a Super AMOLED display and also dual-core processor. So let's find out whether or not Pantech has finally made a decent Android-powered smartphone for AT&T. Well, we gotta give Pantech some credit just because they managed to whip up a decent looking smartphone this time around, and it looks a lot better than their previous offerings in the Pantech Crossover and the Pantech Pocket. It's constructed out of plastic all around, giving it a very good lightweight feel in the hand. It is a little bit slick to hold, and on top of that, the edges are a little bit sharp, but its overall size is good. It tries to emulate the look of a premium handset just because the back cover might look like it's a metallic finish, but in fact it is a plastic cover, and overall it feels very sturdy. One of the other alluring things about the handset is its 4-inch WVGA Super AMOLED panel. So it's 480 by 800 pixels. Detail's not a problem, even with fine text, more than legible, very easy in the eyes. And seeing that it is an AMOLED panel, it produces some very distinctive, overly saturated color tones, which tends to be a lot more on the cooler side. Very pleasing though still to the eye. It has nice viewing angles, but in outdoor conditions, its brightness output's not the strongest, so we're still finding ourselves shielding it away from the sun. Below the display, we find the typical set of Android capacitor buttons. They're very close to the display, so we do find ourselves accidentally pressing them. While on the opposite edge, we have the earpiece, and you also have the front-facing VGA camera. Unfortunately, we're not fans of the flat-feeling volume rocker and dedicated power button. It makes it very difficult to feel out with our fingers, but at least the responses are pretty good. On its right edge, the only thing we find is just its micro USB port used for charging and data connectivity. Flipping it over, we're presented with a 5-megapixel autofocus camera. It has a chrome trim around it, a single LED flash, you have the speakerphone notch right here. Removing the back cover is easily accomplished. Just yank it off. You're given access to its battery, the micro SIM card slot, and micro SD card slot. It comes packed with 16 gigabytes of internal storage. So here we are with Pantech's custom UI running on top of Android 2.3.5 Gingerbread. No ice cream sandwich, no word yet if it's going to get the update for that. But nevertheless, it's still likable depending on your taste. It has all the qualities you expect with any Android-powered smartphone. Deep level personalization thanks to its various widgets. It also kind of emulates what you find with HTC Sense, meaning if you turn on with the unlock screen, you get this ring here. You could unlock the device, you could click and drag the icons towards the middle, you could open up the web browser or the music player, all directly from the home screen, which is pretty nifty. Aside from that, the overall style, a little bit on the cartoony side, but hey, it's colorful, nice, and still has everything you like about Android. For its pricing and all, we're surprised to find the handset packing a dual-core 1.2 GHz processor, and for the most part, it does offer a pretty responsive performance. You can tell even with a live wallpaper, something a little bit more processor intensive, it's able to handle it, though you do notice some evidence of slowdown or lag every now and then, just like right here in the app panel, which is a little bit strange, just because with the benchmark test we ran, it puts up some amazing results close to what we found to the Galaxy S2, and for other tasks such as opening up applications, kinetic scrolling, pinch zoom in, it's pretty smooth, and overall we're content with it. Naturally, if you happen to live in an area that has 4G LTE connectivity, you'll make good use out of the handset. But in our case, we only have HSPA Plus connections. We do find upload speeds to be good, much like any other HSPA Plus device, but download speeds tend to be a little bit slower. Nevertheless, as far as the web browsing performance goes, you could tell it's mostly responsive, but every now and then you might see some choppiness. But it does offer that desktop-like experience because of flash support, and overall, it's more than admirable. So here's the music player interface that's running right now. It's pretty nice looking, very conventional, but it shows you the usual things, the album cover, on-screen controls. You could quickly change the track by just swiping right here. And as far as the audio quality, it's quite pleasant, though a little bit hollow, but doesn't crackle or anything like that. Even with its dual-core processor, we do notice some sluggishness with its operation when playing high-definition videos, like the one here that's encoded in MPEG-4 1920 by 1080 resolution. Of course, the Super AMOLED display makes it very nice looking, but we do notice some delays in just its overall operation. It's not terrible, but lower quality videos tend to work much better. Right off the bat, one of the main problems we have with the camera is 5 megapixel autofocus camera is that it takes way too long to snap photos, and there's also a 2-second delay between each shot. As far as quality is concerned, it's rather disappointing just because details in outdoor sunny conditions tend to be soft, and there's this prominent greenish hue with its color reproduction, which is most evident indoors under artificial lighting. Meanwhile, in low lighting conditions, there's a lot of graininess, and the LED flash fails to even illuminate the shots properly. Furthermore, there's nothing pretty to say about the handset 720p high-definition video recording because honestly, it's far away from being high-definition anyway. For starters, it captures video at the rate of 19 frames per second, so it's very choppy with its movement. Details are rather faint-looking and almost at times grainy as well, and also exhibits the same greenish hues with its color reproduction, and the audio recording is a little bit distorted, so there's nothing really pretty about it. Call quality could have been better with the handset, just because with the earpiece, its volume output is rather weak, and on top of that, we had to combat the crackly voices we heard through it. On the other end line, our callers did say our voice has this slight hiss to it, and when we switched to using the speakerphone, its volume output is good, but again, it's played by the same crackly tones. Luckily, signal strength doesn't appear to be a problem with the Pantech Burst, just because in high coverage areas, it's able to exhibit a good amount of bars, and in our time using it, we didn't experience any dropped phone calls. Relying solely with HSPA Plus connectivity with our time using the handset, we do find its battery life to be rather average. It's able to get us at least one solid day of normal usage, but if you're in a 4G LTE area and you're connected via LTE, it's only natural to experience lower battery life with it. For the price and accompanying features, we really got to commend Pantech on doing an excellent job in crafting the Pantech Burst. It just offers a ton of value for the money. It's very well rounded too. You get some nice things such as the Super AMOLED display, a dual-core processor that runs pretty quick, and of course 4G LTE connectivity for faster data speeds. And when you consider its $50 on-contract price, there's a lot of value in that. You don't have to spend that much money, even though it might not look like a premium price smartphone. It's not trying to be, and for what it's worth, it's definitely admirable, to tell you the truth. So if you'd like to learn more about the Pantech Burst for AT&T, you can check out our website, guys, phonearena.com. This is John V. As always, thanks for watching.